What's up with the whole situation with the 2020 elections, with Georgia especially? You were working on that case?
Yes.
So were there officially recognized voter fraud?
Yes. Well, what happens is it's semantics, right? Basically what they do is they inflate the voter rolls, and they have people who are dead or who've moved from the county. I know it's true. People who are like 110 years old voting. So they keep what they do, what the Democrats do, which is really interesting because if anybody knows about Dominion voting machines, the Dominion voting machines were brought in by Republicans to flip an election, and then it's been kind of co-opted or taken over by the Democrats.
When did they do that?
I think it was in the 2016 election.
Really?
It was a Republican effort.
And Tucker was ousted for this.
Mm-hmm. So anyways, my point to you is in our lawsuits, what we discovered is that you're supposed to be under the National Voter Registration, NVRA, National Voter Registration Act. You are supposed to be basically doing maintenance constantly of your voter rolls and removing people who are no longer in your county, residing in your county. And so you send out notices, and obviously people can send in when they move, through the post office, they change their address, they can send in something to the county that says, please remove me from my voter roll, then you register in another county. But they're also supposed to be actively maintaining their voter rolls, and so they don't do that. Or what they did was something that's very, not complex, but what they did was this Democrat run organization. It's very convoluted, but they came in, they're like, we'll do your voter roll cleanups, we'll maintain your voter rolls for you. And so they did this really horrible thing. We have a big lawsuit in Wisconsin that is against these two organizations to take them down, because they basically created the opportunities for these. So my name is on a voter roll. I no longer live in that county. I live in another county. Someone comes, and because there's no ID requirement, they vote for me. And it's not until after the election and when you go to court, like we went to court, unless there's actual harm, so unless you lose the election and unless you can prove that your client's vote was taken by someone who was not them, unless you can prove that, and there's like 400,000 votes that were cast, you need to be able to prove that it's very extremely difficult to do, then they throw your case out of court.
So you're trying to take down those two companies. Mm-hmm. Is anyone going to jail, to prison?
Might be me, because it's very big.
You're not kidding?
That we're going against. Well, I mean, I have not done anything illegal for the record, but they like to make up things. And
was that Wisconsin or Georgia, the spike in votes during the night? 3 a.m., right?
3 a.m.
Was that Georgia?
It was Georgia. Yeah, it was Georgia, yeah.
What's the official explanation of that spike?
No, I don't know.
Magic?
Yeah. Democrat magic.
Is there anything else that we need to touch on this podcast?
Yes. So in California right now, so I really want to emphasize that, especially in today, when there's just so much coming at us all the time, I would love just to focus, especially with AI. I think it's made it so obvious that what you and I are doing, the human connection is more important now more than ever. I want everyone to think about that it's hard because we're on a podcast and it's going to be on social media, and then people are going to be on their phones and computers watching this. So it's like this necessary evil. And I hate that term, necessary evil. I'm like, it's either evil and I don't want it, or it's necessary and I want it. I don't like to mince words. I don't like necessary evil. So which was another reason I didn't come on your podcast, and Apollo knows this. I told him, I was like, I don't want to do it. I don't want to suck people in because it's going to be such a riveting conversation. I want people to be in the real world, talking to each other and spending time with their kids and their families. And, I think that's just super important. Hopefully people can learn how to use social media and technology in a way that doesn't strip them from those, that gut check and that human reality that you have living, your soul, your heart, your spirit. Like, it's just so important now. So I just hope that everybody watches this and then puts down their phone and spends time in making human connections. And then that everybody remembers that you have the greatest impact locally where you live, and that is critical. We would not have had the success that we had basically defeating COVID or whatever that was, the pandemic, if we didn't have, like I said, those little footholds all across the country, holding firm, rejecting mandates, rising up, saying no, not complying. Like, that is super important. And just remember our humanity, that regardless of our religion or where we live, that we just have basic human dignity to live healthy lives without being poisoned, or and free, happy and free lives. Like they said, life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. So I just hope that people, things are scary and things are overwhelming, and AI is scary, and they're trying to force us into this digital alternate universe. And I hope people remember that that's not reality, and that this is reality.